again. This is June because I was born in June. So today I'm a totally different settings because I'm at my boyfriend's place. We are under lockdown still. Today is the fifth day. And today I'm just going to explore with you why you should ask how questions, but then not why questions. Okay. So often a lot of times that on our daily life, we are always negotiating with people. Not only in negotiating, it's actually when every deal closing is a point of negotiations. All right. So in order for you to close deal better, obviously you need to know how to negotiate better. Right. So that's why I started my topic today about ask how, but not why. Okay, in a lot of cases, when we want to negotiate, that's the first tip that I always tell you is that you have to ask open-ended questions. What do I mean by open-ended question? Say if let's say it's a relationship between a parent, maybe a mother and a son. So the mother keep on asking the son that maybe the son actually asks money from the mother. All right, son asks pocket money from the mother, and then the mother is unwilling to give. All right, so maybe the son will just request. The son's name we said it as John. John requests, "Hey mom, can you just give me like $100 to do it to buy my book? I just want to go for partying." So instead of telling the son, "No, son, I cannot give you the money. I'm so sorry," this will actually worsen the relationship, right? You cannot tell them no in a no way. You have to find another way to have the son think about it, to have the John think about it, but then at the same time you tell them no. So how to do that is by asking, they call it calibrated questions. In order to ask a calibrated question, you just need to replace the no with a how. So let me repeat. So say John is asking $100 of the mother. Instead of telling, "No, son, I wouldn't give you," you ask the calibrated questions, and then probably you ask it this way. "Hey, son, your mom me is working so hard every day just to pay for the bills in our house every day. How am I supposed to give you the $100 which I hard earned for you to go partying?" All right. The keywords here is the question I ask. How am I supposed to do that? All right. So because when you ask this kind of open-ended questions, what the counterpart will think, what will be the son thinking? The son will be thinking, okay, how is my mother supposed to do that? So maybe I shouldn't. So it's actually a no. It's actually I'm just telling a no, but then I've let the person realize that it's a no answer without sounding very rude, because often or not, when we are negotiating, we let the emotions to strike up ourselves. Meaning, when a mom heard about, "Hey, my son is asking me for $100 just to party," I felt like so angry. I just tell you no. When you do it in this kind of strategy, your emotion is high. And when your emotion is high, the other person that you're negotiating will feel very defensive. And then in the end, it worsens the relationship. But there are a lot of different ways to tell a no, right? So you have to tell in a no that you let them realize it's a no. And then in the end, in this scenario, the son will actually say, "Oh yeah, I think I shouldn't. Hey mom, I'm so sorry. I think I shouldn't ask for you. So it's all right." And then the son will actually go figure out themselves how are they supposed to get the $100 just to do the party. All right. So this is one of the tip. Or another scenario that we can think about is probably maybe a little bit sales related. It can be say like I'm selling something for you. Okay, I'm selling accessories plans with you. All right. So you are my prospect. Say it's a accessory like earrings or necklace, and then you are the one who is trying to negotiate with me. Negotiate for the better price, negotiate for the better quality, negotiate for more free gifts to me. So how I should do that is that I wouldn't say no, I can't do this and that, right? I have to be very value based, and then value very focused, and then also give them like, how am I supposed to do that? So I'll probably do it that way. "Hey Amy, oh really thanks so much for being so interested in my accessories. I really appreciate that. But you were asking just now you were asking for more discounts regarding this and that, right? Actually for my side, what we are doing is more like we are also doing a quality checking for you. We give you free gifts like a jewelry box. Actually, it's quite reasonable already. If let's say we give you extra discount, we are actually making a loss. How am I supposed to do that, right?" So when I say that in a way, I tell my prospect no, but then I also give them the option to re-propose to me. Then probably when they re-propose, we can actually start negotiating to something that we both also can agree. Because if let's say I straight away tell no, then the person will felt like, "Hey, I was just trying my luck because a lot of people negotiate just for the sake of negotiating. You get what I mean? Like people just want to feel like they win. They just want to feel like they have the control. And then when we are asking people like, how am I supposed to do that? We are actually giving them the control of thinking and to counter offer me that maybe something I can accept. Okay, so actually that's one of the thing that I learned in this book called Never Split the Difference by Chris Voss. I think it's really a great book up until today when I was cooking like a soup for my dinner because we are in a lockdown, right? I have to cook myself. Like seriously, I improved my cooking skill a little bit because I get to practice. So when I was like cooking, I was listening to audiobook, and then actually I learned it before, but then I want to re-emphasize it again because there are a lot of people start asking me how they can increase their sales closing better, and then I've been in like several strategy call with a lot of people. I felt like a lot of people just do not know how to say no, but then in not in a very polite way where it makes people want to act. Right, so this is one of the tip. And then secondly is that we always want to ask how, but then not why. But why, right? Okay, because when you're asking why, it feel like you're accusing things. For example, let me try to give an example to you. Like it's let's say it's a relationship between John and the mom, right? The John who wants to go party, and then the mom, John is asking $100 from the mom, right? So probably the scenario is that John is asking, hey mom, can I get like $100 from you because I want to do partying? Okay, if let's say the moms react this way, John, why you do this to me? Why are you asking $100 from me? How does it sound? It sounds very accusable. It doesn't hear from John perspective, it doesn't sound nice at all because nobody feel nice when somebody is trying to accuse us, even though the intention is good, even though the mom is just trying to understand. But asking why question just provoke the emotions that we may miscommunicate what we wanted to say. So that's I wouldn't advise you to go for why. I always go for how. Okay, hey John, I know that you want to go to partying, but mom is really working very hard. How am I supposed to do that? Yeah. So you kind of give John the control to re-counter offer to you. So please use this in every sales closing scenario. Or if let's say you met a scenario where you're having a problem with getting payments, like meaning your supplier actually owe you payments that they promised that they are going to pay you for a long time, but then they never did. You can also use this method. Don't ask the supplier, why don't you just pay me? Why can't you pay me? This sounds so accusable. The feeling is not nice, even though I'm the supplier the fault is at mine. So probably you can wait up until the point, there's one suggestion. The supplier, if let's say still have an ongoing project with you, just wait them up until they have a next project with you. You ask this a question. Hey John, assuming the supplier is John, okay, I can't think of the other name. So you just ask, hey John, I really appreciate that you also give me the project, but I'm so sorry that I have to reject it because I didn't get my payment for previously. So how am I supposed to continue working for you without any payment? Just stop. Just silent. Let John's reply, right? And then John will probably say, yeah, let me take care of the bill. All right. But if let's say you use another way, John, why can't you just pay me and I will just book for you? What do you think John will react? What do you think you will react, you as a John, right? So I hope that today's sharing actually helped you a little bit. Just if let's say you have a payment that's been default for like a few months, your supplier is owing you money, just use the strategy I taught you. The key question is, how am I supposed to do that? It's as simple as that. Just don't ask me why. You have to really test it yourself. You only know that how powerful are all these words. Just test it. You don't have to use some like a supplier to test it. You can just use like maybe your boyfriend, your husband, or your wife, or anything. Just anything, or kids, just to test that. All right. So I hope it is helpful. So for those who have been asking me about my coaching call, okay, actually I give free 15 minutes coaching call. I can give in a few different areas, but my specialties is in digital marketing as well as sales closing. So if let's say you have been having an issue in terms of converting your visitor or your prospect into become a sale, feel free to talk to me. I give you a 15 minutes free strategy call just to understand you better and also to see whether you are fit for my program. So other than that, I'm also on this One Funnel Away challenge. If let's say you join this One Funnel Away challenge with me, right? because it's actually an affiliate program, to be honest. So if let's say you join, I will get commissions, but also you can join others, but then nobody will get paid. Only that if let's say you join under me, I want to make sure you will succeed. So I'm going to give you a free 1 hour coaching just to make sure the coaching, whatever you join, whatever the investment you put in, you're actually getting double extra because I'm really good at what I'm doing. Good. Okay, so feel free to join me for this 1,000 away challenge. But if let's say you're unsure whether this program is up to you, we also can arrange a free 15-minute strategy call. Then I will just ask you some basic questions to see whether you are fit for this program and then whether your $100 is well invested. Because from my point of view, I wouldn't want to I don't want to recommend someone to join a program which I personally haven't joined. So this 1,000 away challenge, I have about 12 years this digital experience already, but I also, just like you guys, I hesitated for about 2 months time before I joined the program because I thought I'm not so sure whether it is for me or not. Up until that, I spoke to someone who changed my belief. He just said, "Hey, June, you should try this. If let's say you have $100, you have nowhere to spend, and then you're under lockdown, you have nothing better to do. Why not you just join it?" So that's the reason I took my first step. So I understand that you're actually very hesitant right now because $100 to some of us is a big money. To some of you guys, it may not. But then you're thinking that you have so many different courses you want to attend. How are you supposed to spend another $100 when your time is limited? So what I'm telling you to assure you today is this $100 which I personally spent, I bought twice. I joined this challenge twice, and that's the reason I joined twice, because I got coaching and I got mentorship, and then this program is so too good that I recommend to my friend, and then my friend loved it. All right, so I think without anything, just send me a PM if let's say anything you need my help. I'm more than happy to help out and to connect. All right, so take care, everybody. Thank you. Bye bye.